Hello, I'm back. So I've been thinking about this whole journal thing, and I did find something that I've had hanging up. This is a clipboard that I'm guessing somebody made. It's got a pen. And it's got the clip. And it's got these two nice acorn carvings and a moose. And when I got it, I don't even remember what was here, but he has no antlers. So I'm thinking I can overpaint that. And so I had this piece of, somebody had taken a folder and made it into an envelope, and it's probably going to be just right once I modify it. Here was my thoughts, is to have the back of the cover clamped down by the clip. Then come out a little bit and come up whatever depth I want for the signatures. And then I was thinking about cutting this down like this so that it wouldn't be clipped at all. I'm not sure about that yet. And then this would extend a little further over, come up and be a flap. Kind of similar to like how this is. So it would end up like, well, I can't really show you, but it would end up over that edge. So I'm going to try mocking that up with this and figure out if that's going to work. And then I can go on from there. So I will be back after I've done that. Okay, see? So I'm probably not going to leave the flap like this, but this is just how it is for right now. And then you, whatever closure, and then you'll open it. I might leave this like this. It's kind of nice because it keeps it like as a box shape, like a case. Yeah, and so the pages are going to go up high enough to be caught by the clipboard, I think. If I come down here, then they won't be protected. But really what I want it to be is like, this is almost like your journal keeper. You could hang this, and then if you decide you need to take your journal somewhere, you can just take it with you. So the question is, do I make the signature removable? I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and start making up the signatures today. And then I need to also decide whether I'm going to attach the signatures or whether something else is going to happen. I don't know. I'm just going through it. Yeah, so signatures next. All right, so I just went through some papers that I had, and these are some coffee dyed papers that I had done, where I coffee dyed them and then I crumpled them up, and then when they were dry I flattened them out. So I'm kind of like liking that for the woodland. And they come, you know, no two are the same, which is really nice. Now I don't want my whole signature to be wrinkly. Now this is one that I had coffee dyed and laid it over a stencil. So there's a butterfly in there and a bee. So this is what I came up with. These are going to be 7.5. So I'm going to have to trim them by 5.5. And that's going to allow me to have the paper all the way up. And then it's going to come to just above here. And if I do that, it'll be anchored. I still don't know if I'm going to have it anchored. I might just stiffen up the back, and that's how it's anchored. And then I'm going to cut some of that short. So I just did a mix of 8.5 by 11s because if it's going to be 5.5, it's just going to come short. I'll just trim it. And actually 11, I won't need to trim it at all. And that'll leave me space that if I have anything hanging off, it will be like tabs or ruffles. It'll be within this case. So I'm just going to do a flip through here. This was, you know, partially dyed. Thinner, green, thicker. Okay, so that's the first signature. This is the second signature. And then I thought I would slip one of these in each signature. And then what I can do use it as a pocket. Or, I don't know how I'll do it. These could be foldovers, you know, I could glue it, or I could trim this and it'll be another pouch. Well, for now I'm just going to do that. I'm going to get one for here. So those are going to be my 2 signatures. I'm going to trim them now. And I'm going to just trim them with a ruler. Some of them I might rip. So let me see. I think I've got to kind of make myself a little template on my work surface of 7.5 by 8.5. 7.5 by 5.5. Just to give me a visual when I'm looking at the pages. I don't know why. That's fine. All right, now I'm just going to go through and, like, if there's anything that I really don't want to cut off, I'll change the way the page is going. Like, say I didn't want to cut off that wing, then I might do that. But I don't know if that's going to matter. Or I could cut the top instead of the bottom. Okay, so okay, so when you put these together, so you can turn them around different ways, so that the cut edge is not always at the top. Let me get this together here. Okay, so see, that's cut up there. This one we could do like that. They're not exact, and we have leeway for that, so. That's one. I'll do the other, and I'll come back. Okie doke. So I have my 2 signatures kind of set up, and I'm coming back to my modified folder, which had been modified to be an envelope and now is modified to be my journal case cover binding. So I think I'm probably just going to leave this just the way it is with the cut there. Now this had my address label on it right there, And when I peeled it off, it made this considerably thinner, which is going to be a weak spot. So what I want to do is I want to stiffen that up with something. I'm going to show you some things though that I've been running across, just going through some stuff. I had gotten these at the thrift store. They're burlap banners, and it was for bridal shower. So I took the W out for woodland. Kind of like that. This is a fabric that I've used before. If you follow me at all, I think I might have done it on another channel. I'll show you it now. I've showed it to you, I think, on this channel. This is my personal garden journal. And so I just love this fabric, and I have nothing that I need to use it for. So I was thinking of using that as part of the front, or to cover the front. So we'll see. What else? I'm saving all these goodly scraps from the signature cuttings. And then I've just been coming across little little texture papers. Oh, I don't know. I've just been going through, and anything that I find that looks woodsy. You know, there's some leaves. So there's what's that, coffee cup thing? So anyway, I'm getting distracted now. There it is. I thought I would use this to stiffen this up. See if it's big enough any old way. Maybe this way. I think I'm going to bring this right through to the front just the way it is. And I think I'm going to use this because that worked really well last time. So, my nozzle is clogged sideways, so I have to. So you just do that, and you wait till each side is tacky. Each thing that you want to put on. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is, oh, maybe I should do it all the way this way. Let's see. I'm just thinking this will strengthen the where it folds. Okay, and now I'm going to go through my scrap paper and see if I can find something good for there. This is just random stuff. I like that. See, all the papers are going to be dark. So now this is where I get to bring color in if I want. Even though woodland is, see, like even that would be really good for woodland. None of these. Oh, wait. Right. This is kind of nice because it has some darker. This is nice just because it's green. I'm going to make a pile and then try and narrow down. Kind of how I decide best. Is it too pinky? Ooh, look at that. Valentine's. Oh, it's got the bird. These, you know, and again, if you've been watching my channel, these are part of what I got off of Facebook Marketplace. I was kind of determined to not put a lot of money into supplies, and so almost everything I have is secondhand, except for like maybe the glues. All right, I think I have a selection of them. Now, while I was choosing these, I was thinking, you know, you're supposed to do the fabric first, and then this kind of covers over where the fabric is rough. But I don't know if I'm going to do the whole cover fabric, so that remains to be seen. So I want to do this. I'll put this here so I can kind of, I say audition your stuff. That looks nice. With this, you can go lighter or darker. Now, I'm a green person, so anything green is good for me, but this to me looks tropical. So I think that one's out. This is the one with the bird. I might keep that. That might be it. But color-wise, this is probably, that's nice. And so is this. I believe this is what it's going to be. Okay, so I'm going to measure from here to that first spot that it folds. Which is just shy of 7.5. It actually is 7.5. So it's 7.5 by 8.25. That's what I'm going to cut this out. If you're hearing big thumps and whatnot, there's somebody doing something on my roof. Okay, that's a 7.5. And I'm going to give myself some leeway here. Now, any of these scraps, I'm saving them all so that I can incorporate them, and your book can have some continuity, if you will. I think that's gonna be great. Let me fold this so I can see where that's gonna be. Okay. I'm just going to come off from the fold a little bit so it doesn't start getting caught up in that. Okay. And that spray glue worked really well, so I'm going to use that again. You know, Susan had asked me, Susan from I Totally Love It, she asked me if this glue was stinky, and it is. Now that I'm using it, and now that I'm aware of that even being like a question. Just gotta wait for everything to get tacky. Use what you got. All right. I'm just going to trim this. Maybe what I should do is get my X-Acto knife. Now this is not going to be perfect because first of all, I don't even know that the person who originally made the envelope kept everything straight. Alright, so I'll need a strip of something here. There is a gap here. I can always put some ribbon or something in there. Let's try that. Oh, there's another. I have to see how the folds work. Oh, there's another tree. Ah, I had the wrong fold. There was a fold there that was lined up incorrectly. Bye, me. Well, this might get cut off. I still don't know what my closure is, so. Definitely looks a little too lumpy, doesn't it? Well, that's some prep work I did, so I'm going to cut this video short and think about how I want to do the cover, and I'll see you on the next round.